the Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A, and this is a Mr. A's Thoughts segment. Now, for you new viewers who just found this show because the coronavirus has put a halt on boxing and looking for some boxing news, well, that's what this, not news, but talk, that's what this show is, the Ready Talk Boxing Show. I cover 1 through 15 in the rankings. I go all the way down to 108. I always forget the hell that's called. The lowest I go is Ken Shiru. That's like one of my favorite fighters. I think he's 108. I go that low, and I cover 1 through 15, try and pump up the tomato can. So as boxing fans, we just have entertainment. I'm a boxing junkie like yourself. I'm a boxing fan, made the show 2 years ago, got tired of hearing the same old shit, and then, instead of, just hearing the same old shit, I created sometimes a Mr. A's Thought segment, because since I cover so much, I just talk about shit, and I have opinions. Now, this one, I wasn't going to do this. I was going to do it at first, because it caught me so off guard when I noticed it, but I just kind of ignored it, and then I saw something else. I was like, oh yeah, you know what? This is not looking good. But I was like, nah, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. It's the video games, the extracurricular activity got me thinking, I'm tripping. But then the ass whooping commenced. I wasn't too surprised about the ass whooping, because even in the fight one breakdown of Tyson Fury and Wilder, I said again, I repeat myself, the only reason Fury lost that fight is because he let up. Every time he let his hands go at Wilder, it was trouble. Wilder just froze, So I said that in the pre-fight, post-fight. I said it in the post-fight, the pre-fight for part two. There's no answer for Fury going forward on Wilder. So not surprised at the ass whooping. Not surprised at all that happened. And they're like, okay. But then all this stuff start coming out. The costume, Glovegate, and everything's just happening and happening. I was like, you know what? What I originally I thought was fucking far out. And now I just heard all this shit. But all this other shit is making sense to what I originally thought. And now that I explained that, let me tell you what I originally thought. First off, as the video is titled, is Glovegate the end of Deontay Wilder? Can he rebuild from Glovegate? And the reason I say that, because you're thinking like, oh, Mr. A, Glovegate is fucking up Tyson. He's the one who with the whole conspiracy. Okay, Mr. A's thought outside the box, thinking it. All this news of Glovegate, it's a, what if it turns out to be jack shit? Wilder ain't saying nothing. Wilder just got his ass beat, and now here he's just, all these people are making an excuse for him, whether it happened, whether it didn't happen, whether it's a flip flop. It looks weird, but people are talking for him. And Wilder was always saying it, like, go ahead, people. Your people can't fight for you, bro. Keep talking all that shit. Remember, he used to tell people that. And then he'd go in there and knock him the fuck out. So right now, Fury's like, all you motherfuckers are saying I cheated to whoop his ass. I'm gonna fuck him up. I'm really gonna fuck him up now. You putting that type of uh, anger inside a guy who's already shown he's more talented. So now you got anger behind it. You got something to prove now. And then on top of that, what if Deontay Wilder? Not what if. From what I've seen as a fan of Deontay Wilder, he's a very emotional guy. And if we've seen it in interviews. Oh, I'm so serious. He tries to get all emotional and whisper and talking and shit, and then he tries to he gets that mental, and then he said it himself. The first fight, it got to him. The stage got to him. It mentally got to him. He tried too hard. He couldn't handle it. So now, going into the third fight, after his ass whooping, people already making fun of him about the costume. Even though we'll get into that, what I think of that, and we'll get into that right after this. What's been said about his costume, Glovegate, all this shit, he has to now get in there and silence the noise from social media. And now he got Tyson Fury's big ass to come fight him with something even more to prove. Tyson Fury just might. Me personally, I think Tyson Fury, if this fight takes place, Tyson Fury is gonna toy with him. I think he's gonna go southpaw. He hasn't really went southpaw on him yet. I think he's gonna toy with him southpaw. Going like for like 6-7 rounds, if not the whole thing, like Derek Chisora too. I think this third fight is gonna be really, really bad. If Deontay Wilder makes no adjustments and Tyson Fury's feel like, okay, this shit is different, it's gonna be really, really bad. And not like ass whooping bad, just like southpaw around the ring bad. And now, mentally, like I said, he said the lights was too big. And this is where I get into why I think, not why I think, Deontay Wilder lost the fight because he's just not good enough defensively to handle Tyson Fury. What started the downfall, I think, was Deontay Wilder mentally got fucked on the way to that locker room. And this is where Mr. A's thoughts finally start. There's a lot of talking and everything, but this is the Mr. A's thoughts. Do I believe the costume was heavy and fucked up his legs? Yes, I do. You know, it's a difference between wearing a vest, practicing in it, and doing shit. You know, you don't believe it? Put a 45-pound vest on, dribble some basketballs, do some basketball drills, and then go play a pickup game. Your legs won't be there. You know? See, like I said, it sounds like shit until you do that. Put a 45-pound vest on, do some basketball drills, and then try and play a pickup game. So then you will get an understanding of what he was saying, talking about his legs. Sounds stupid, but trust me. That was legit about his legs, but there's something before that. Was it all the pacing? There's something before that. And this is the Mr. A's thoughts. Again, was I just on one? Too much curricular activities? Was it my PlayStation Vita that I was doing? I was grinding. I was leveling up on Final Fantasy 1. And I'm just happened to look up at the screen, and it was, I forgot which fight it was. Now, if anyone happened to record the whole pay-per-view card, go to this scene and you're about to see what I think was the start of the downfall for Deontay Wilder. It led to the pacing back and forth. It led to the costume being too heavy. He's walking. It's the whole time. You guys might remember this during the pay-per-view card. They showed Deontay Wilder. He's taking that long-ass fucking walk. That long-ass walk. He's cutting through a kitchen, cutting through a hallway. And the whole time you see Showtime or whatever camera crew, whatever the fuck it is, they're following him. So I'm looking up and down. I'm playing my PlayStation Vita, watching the fucking fight. Vita, grinding, Vita. I'm like, damn, they still showing Deontay Wilder walking. And then you see his little wife. You know, she has that bright orange outfit on. And you see the cameraman kind of getting her in frame. Still having Deontay Wilder, but once because her top was very revealing. Remember her top? It was like the middle was missing. She's a nice busty girl. She's an attractive woman, but she was covered by. You can only see her head. She was covered by the front security as they're walking. And Showtime was, the camera was kind of like slightly, and they're still walking. So I'm still up and down playing, watching, playing, watching. And then finally the security guy moves and bam, you can see Deontay Wilder's woman. I don't know if it's wife or fiance. You can see her. And like, oh, this is the first time the security guard's not there and the camera guy, you can see the camera guy gets a different angle. It's a slightly different angle, but she's more in focus. You see her goods and look at Deontay Wilder at that moment. That whole time he's walking through that whole casino, homeboy is stone cold motionless. The minute that security guard moves and the camera focuses in on his girl's body, her tits and her face, I think that pissed Deontay Wilder off. Because at that moment, because I'm a guy, I'm like, damn, dude. Because like I said, I'm looking up and down on my Vita, watching. I'm like, damn, they still showing Deontay Wilder. I'm like, it's his wife. They want to sex appeal her, and when that security guard moved, they did. They sex appealed her, and they kept that camera. It was already on them walking for a long ass time, and then once her whole chest was revealing, the camera dude was on her for so long. And like I said, once she is first seen, if anyone has this, go look at Deontay Wilder's face. That's the first time you, through that whole walkway of that casino, you see this motherfucker's forehead wrinkle and you see his eyebrow. He changed. He was motionless for that whole 4 or 5 minute walk until the cameraman got his woman. I think that fucked with him. He was already on edge, and he can't do nothing. He can't say, "Nigga, look." He can't be that person. What the fuck you doing, nigga? He can't do that. He can't break character on this pay-per-view in front of this whole fucking show. He can't. So he has to hold that in. Like I said, this is just Mr. A's thoughts. You can say I'm bullshitting. Mr. A, it was the PlayStation Vita. Mr. A, it was the extracurricular activities. Or is Mr. A's thoughts onto something? Like I said, Deontay Wilder's a mental guy. He's mental, spiritual. He's all that shit. That's what he speaks. And I think mentally, that anger, he was pissed off. He's seeing the pay-per-view sex abuse his wife. I'm telling, it's her shit is showing, and that's when you see he had to see the camera guy move. He could see the reflection in the lens as he's walking. He could see finally, like, oh shit, this is what they're looking at. And then all of that whole time, that's the first time you see his brow move. And then the next time you see Deontay Wilder, what is he doing? He's pacing back and forth in the locker room. They're like, oh, why has he got all that nervous? And no, it wasn't nervous energy. That motherfucker was pissed. He was pissed that they sex abused his wife on national TV in front of millions. He was fucking pissed. That's what he was pacing back and forth for. And then comes the suit. It's heavy. He's putting it on. He's fucking already pissed off. Now he has to sit there and hold the suit. Then he has to fucking walk with the suit. That's when the whole legs thing kick in. I believe that. Did it lose the fight for him? It made a defensive flaw fighter even worse. But long video, but that is Mr. A's thoughts. That is what I believe is the beginning of Deontay Wilder's downfall. And now can he survive? Like I said, all that was mentally being frustrated because they sexed to build his wife back to Fury Wilder 3. Will he be able to mentally handle Glovegate embarrassment, costume embarrassment? And not to mention, can you only imagine Tyson Fury at the press conference now? He's going to rip him. He's going to rip him. I beat your ass. Your costume was heavy. Fucking glove. Oh, Tyson Fury is going to rip Deontay Wilder apart at these press conferences. And what the fuck is that going to do mentally? Can he survive Glovegate? Is Glovegate the end of Deontay Wilder? We're going to have to see. Thank you for your time and support. Mr. A's thoughts. Leave a comment down below. Thank you.